All right, it's 13 October. Winch Lori's out here doing some painting, and I am working on these walls. This will be the south wall of her bedroom right here, and then between these two posts would be her door opening. You got another little section to build wall right there, but otherwise the rest of the walls are up and done. I've got to close off these slanted sections here, but at any rate, I've mentioned before this stupid 4x4 that I had on hand when I built the staircase and the landing. So the staircase comes up, the landing. This 4x4 is just twisted all kinds of crazy. So it's flat up there. By the time you get down here, it's off by like 35 degrees or something. So I was going to put this 6x6 in to give me something square to build these walls off of. This board here is up against all three of those posts, and you can see how far out that is, and how crooked it is. This is square with the rest of the building, and this is how far off it is. So what I'm looking at is this is an 8-foot section, and it lacks maybe a ½ inch of coming in contact with the decking up there on that landing. But I think I can take this out and move this over to the corner, because flush up against this side is level with the bottom of the board here. So it will fit flush up against that landing, and then I can just move it over, which is fine. Just be moving this way along the wall. And then I'd have square stuff down here to work with. The only problem I would have is it's not tall enough to stick up through there. So I'd have to put something on there to support the railing, which I was going to have to do that anyway, because that's only a couple feet tall right here. And so I was going to nail boards on either side to make it the right height and stuff. So I think I will try to take that out, this board here out, move this over, and then shim it up to where it's actually supporting the decking. But the real support comes from the screws here on the sides, right, through the 2x that will go into this beam, and then figure out a way to put something up here for the railing. All right, so I was able to take these screws off here and over here. Had to cut this board to get at some of those. At any rate, so now I'll unclamp this, move this over here to where it fits in this corner, put some good lag bolts through there, mark where it's going to be here on the ground with this, put an anchor in there, a Simpson tie, like this one was for the 4x4. I've got a bigger one for the 6x6. Put that in right there, and we'll have 3 beams to make a straight wall. All right, it's 23 October 2025. This is the outside of one of the walls for Lori's bedroom. We got the inside done. We got a door here. I was still waiting on the right side, or a left-hand open door for this room. It's going to take Lowe's like 2 weeks to get it. It's something stupid. But at any rate, we also got that sealed up. That area right there that goes between my bedroom and Lori's bedroom here is planked up on one side. And then we'll put some more sheathing up here on the other side and get those painted. I was going to hang her mini split here, but we decided that I'm going to build a wall that goes between where this post is here and this post, which is was going to be her closet area. When I fill that up with the wedge, I'm going to mount hers facing this way, her mini split facing this way. And then there's going to be another mini split that's going to be mounted on the same wall facing the other way for the little shop area. And that way I can run both of my line sets out through the same hole, through the same track. Just makes things a little bit easier as far as running my line sets out. So that's what we're going to do there. Decided I think we're going to put a door here, and there'll also be a door here, which will lead to the understair area for storage and storm shelter. So the toolbox will move, and then this here will all get walled in again to conserve our heating and air conditioning from over there. Also got these walls up here. This wall is going to come out about another 3 or 4 feet to about here, so that we got a 4-foot wide hallway coming down, and then I'll build a wall goes across over to here, and there'll be another wall that goes from here down to this post here. So but we got that wall up, we got our end wall up, the that bottom board, this bottom board right here that is greenish because it's pressure treated to be in contact with the cement. I put the Flex Seal on the bottom and edge of that where it makes contact with the outside board, so help seal that up. We got our second layer insulation on there. We'll get a third layer up, and then we'll get electrical outlets fitted on these walls, this wall, and then I've got a mini split right here that is going to mount probably right in here, and then I'll have to run the line sets out through these studs and then out the wall over here. That's about the only place I really got to put it. And then if we go in my bedroom, got a door here, hang that. Here you can see where we sheathe that wedge area up there on the rafters. We'll get some paint on that. And then I still have to sheathe this section here, and the same thing with Lori's room, sheathe that balcony section right there to seal everything in. I'm not sure if I updated on the sheathing. I think I did part of this, but we got the rest of that flooring down, that decking, and then I built this little wall right here so that I can sheathe and insulate that, and that will finish up sealing in Lori's room. And then around the corner here for Lori's room, again, this section here was a bump out for her closet. So we got that all sheathed and outlets in, and got a space here for a shelf, and that's where we're at.